Hello. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good week. And I decided this week to do this video because I know how a few of you have liked my sort of storytelling vibe when it comes to the spooky stories and things. So I decided to do this one because of that, really, because I know that you like them. So go and watch it, and I'll see you on the other side and you can tell me what you think. Some houses whisper with history, but others scream with it. This is a true story of a haunting so relentless, so terrifying, that it forced a noble family to abandon their home forever. This is the haunting of Hinton Ampner. Deep in the Hampshire countryside, surrounded by rolling fields and quiet lanes, stood a house that would once become one of the most terrifying haunted estates in England. The name of the place was Hinton Ampner, and in the mid-1700s, its haunting drove an aristocratic family to the brink of madness and forced them to abandon their home forever. In 1765, Mary Ricketts, a young noblewoman with wealth and education, moved into Hinton Ampner with her husband and children. Now, on the surface, it was a dream, a beautiful Georgian home nestled in peaceful farmland. But almost immediately, Mary noticed something was wrong. At night, when the house should have been silent, she heard footsteps. Not the gentle creak of a settling floor, but heavy, purposeful boots pacing the corridors outside her room. Servants checked again and again, but no intruder was ever found. The footsteps soon turned into voices. Now, Mary described them as men arguing violently in the rooms below her chamber. Loud, urgent voices, as though a bitter quarrel was playing out. Yet, whenever she sent people to investigate, the rooms were empty, and cold, and still. The strangest detail was this. She began to hear her own name whispered in the arguments, sometimes shouted, as if the unseen men were fighting about her. Guests began to complain as well. Some reported being awoke by the sound of someone breathing in the dark, inches from their face, while others swore they felt the weight of an unseen figure pressing down on the bed beside them. One of the most chilling parts of the haunting was the stench. Entire rooms would suddenly fill with overpowering smell of rotting flesh. So strong that visitors gagged and fled. Just as quickly, the stench would vanish, leaving the air as clear as it was before. Mary herself reported seeing a figure at the end of her bed, tall, dark, motionless, and watching. Guests spoke of a woman dressed in black, gliding silently through the corridors. Her face was hidden in shadows. Servants whispered about child's crying heard in the nursery at night, though no child was inside. Some swore they glimpsed a pale hand gripping a doorway, only to vanish when approached. The fear in the house became so overwhelming that even the bravest servants refused to stay after sunset. The haunting targeted Mary with relentless cruelty. She was an educated, rational woman, not prone to superstition. Yet her health began to crumble. She became pale, restless, and sleepless. The voices grew louder, the footsteps more violent, until she confessed that she could no longer tell what was real and what was in her mind. Her letters from the time describe the torment vividly.
They quarrel beneath my floor, as if the walls breathe with anger. I hear them still when I cover my ears. My name is upon their lips.
After 7 long years of torment, Mary Ricketts and her family abandoned Hinton Ampner in 1772. They left behind a grand but cursed house. A house locals said that glowed with phantom lights in the windows at night, though it stood empty. Eventually, the structure was demolished. A new mansion was built nearby in the 1790s. But even then, the strange activity didn't end. Visitors to the new Hinton Ampner still reported footsteps, cold spots, and a sense of being watched. Historians discovered that before the Ricketts, the house had been owned by the Stewart family, notorious for scandal. Whispers of illegitimate children, cruelty and murder hung over them. One tale spoke of a young woman hidden away in the house, abused, silenced, and left to die within its walls. Was it her spirit that Mary heard screaming through the night? Or were the angry male voices echoes of the stewards themselves, still arguing, still tormenting, even in death? Today, Hinton Ampner is managed by the National Trust. The house that stands there now is not the one that Mary knew, yet its story remains one of the most chilling in Britain. Mary's own detailed account, written in her lifetime, makes it more than just a legend. It's a rare haunting with first-hand testimony from an educated, credible witness. And many who visit the ground still whisper of the watchful presence that lingers inside the shadows, the footsteps, the whispers, the smell of decay that comes from nowhere. The haunting that was so terrible and so terrifying, it forced a mobile family to flee, which seems it never really left Hinton Ampner at all. Well then, what did you think? I hope you enjoyed it. If you've been to this place and you've experienced anything or whatever, do let me know in the comments. I've not been there, so I don't know. All I know is what I've researched and found out. I don't know about spooky stuff actually happening. Probably does. Who knows? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And the next couple of videos, because I'm ahead of myself at the moment with videos. I'm quite pleased with myself because I'm never ahead of myself with videos, so it's a good thing. So I've done a few sort of this sort of vibe, shall I say? Because I did my last gaming video and I can't get the I couldn't get the feel for the game. And I know by the comments, no, did you? So, anyway, so look out for the next one, which will be something similar to this in the spooky sort of style. Anyway, before I go any further, I want to share with you something I don't know if you've seen. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have seen it. If you don't follow me on Instagram, why not? So I kind of wanted to show you, because I don't know how many of you have actually been over to my website and seen my products. So if you haven't, then this is the sort of thing that you will be missing out on. So I'll unwrap it, so put it all wrapped it all up, ready to go if anybody wants one. So it's a mark look. Now, do you like that? It's kind of cool. All the killers and stuff on it. Movie thing. So I've got one of those. Well, I can do more than one. I've got some of these. on my shop, and also, sorry, get out of the way. I've got some other designs on my shop as well, so do go and have a look. I don't just have mugs, I have t-shirt designs, I have air fresheners, I have racking my brains now to think of what I've got. There's so many different things that I've got on my shop, so just go over and have a little look if you haven't already, because you never know, you might find something you like. There's a lot of spooky things, there's a lot of car people, and there's a lot of just general stuff, so go and have a little look, and you never know, you might find something you like. Anyway, I can't add a shop to my YouTube at the moment, and I think it's because my channel isn't big enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy, apparently, for that right now. So I have to do it all on my own website. So, you know, if you want to support me, please do go and have a little look. Also, I'm quite chuffed that I've got to the number of subscribers I've got. I never expected to get that many. I thought I'd get 10. To be honest, I don't think I'd get many. So I'm chuffed to thank you for subscribing and for sticking with me. So yeah, I'm not going to go on about it because, you know, you don't care. I don't, you know, I understand that. I get it. You've got things to do. You don't care. You're probably not even listening. I'm probably talking to myself by now because you probably switched off long ago. Hopefully not. But yeah. Anyway, thank you to all of you who subscribe. Thank you to all of you that stick with me, that give me comments and support and follow me over on my social media and everything as well, because it's all appreciated. So thank you for that. And I'm going to stop waffling. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.